All right, Coach, thank you as always. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold-out Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Miami Dolphins and the Kansas City Chiefs. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go one more.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And down to the 27-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Go on, Eddie! I'm cutting 43.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Ready, blue lady, back 25. Hey, watch it. 54, south.
They'll run for the 1st time with Devontae Freeman. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8 from the 22. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Ryan. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an error in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
First down.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 31. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
25. 51. Stop. 10. Spot. 80 weapons. 58. Check 3. Go.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
From the shotgun, Ryan. He's got Green. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. It's 1st and goal. A chance for the first points of this AFC title bout. They'll run here with Freeman. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Again, it'll be Freeman. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 64 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The extra point up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Ready, get ready. Get ready. 51, go.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 41-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there. 64 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot in the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to wind up and air it out. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jason Barrett, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. a reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
On first down, Freeman. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Second and 5 now. Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Well, he's going to go for it all. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Being chased out left. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To throw again on second down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Mahomes. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. Throwing now is Mahomes. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing.
This is caught at the 20. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are back within a single score. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Looking to throw on second down. Ryan, he's going to fire one deep. And got his man complete. 20, 10, 5, and he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 73 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Devontae Freeman. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. On first down, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Mahomes will try again on second down. Steps away to his left, and that's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. Tally that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. Buying time to his left. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Freeman saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Sanders now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the... Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's had himself a game.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now here's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep. He's got a man. Complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Going for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 33 yards that time. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Dancing to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now it's Mahomes again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer, and likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
And again, it's Mahomes. And that is caught by Watkins for a cheap touchdown. Sammy Watkins with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Ryan. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
2nd and 12 at the 49-yard line.
Down, ready, line 25. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. No. Off. Watch the
Freeman again. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun, Ryan. It's complete to Drake. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Looking sideline, and that's caught by Watkins. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Mahomes now to throw. Being chased out left. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And the defense loses it. It's complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big play there. Mahomes to Watkins. 42 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Going up top. It's caught at the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing. And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. Sammy Watkins saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here, or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Now it's Freeman. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Here's Freeman. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. in need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Kill. Hey, Tuesday.
This is Freeman. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Sanders' kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a two-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Let's go, baby.
At their own 22-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill, and they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Looking to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Got his man. It's Williams. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. To throw is Mahomes. This is caught by Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Yellow.
Mahomes to throw. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
There's several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. They create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from the first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So 20 seconds remain. It'll come down to this. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. And the AFC champion has been crowned. On to the Super Bowl. There cannot be a better feeling than this.
It's almost indescribable. And when we talk to players, they mention getting to the Super Bowl, winning a conference championship, even before they talk about the Super Bowl itself. All that hard work to get to your goal, incredible.
And our entire crew will